I posted up the body count as I saw it at the conclusion of the battle in the parking lot. You have a scene. What's your scene? You have burning vehicles, numerous burning vehicles. I think Suburbans by now would have been engulfed in flames too by enough petroleum and loose
Bullets.
flamethrower juice being squirted all over the battle area, and that's being silhouetted over the capital city night sky. You're on the south bank of the Stewart River, South Capital City. Shadows and smoke reflecting off the building where Chet has dispatched a few snipers. Rook dragged one down. Madher wants to hand you the camera, and since you're a medical person, start taking pictures of the crime scene and the bodies before they get moved. Knock out. Is that something you'd be willing to do?
Well, time out. Time out. Is she? I mean, like, what's knockout state? Did you take body? Are you like wounded, or what are you at? I'm just
Are we
curious.
recording?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
just.
think we're. Oh.
Yeah, I got it
I
started.
didn't hear the thing.
I'm just curious, like the state of our characters. I mean, Super Frog, just came out. He didn't take any damage. You know,
Just wet.
he's wet. Yeah, I
Did you
mean,
dry off? You probably have a fast wicking action.
I certainly was knocked the fuck out, and I guess I'm back up now and moving around. My feet got napalmed.
did
I guess my boots are gone.
did knockout take
Nice.
body, or was knockout just stunned?
No, he was just hitting me with. He was hitting me with 2 attacks to my one. I just couldn't. I couldn't stand up to that for that a long amount of time.
Is knockout wearing flameproof clothing?
It's highly unlikely there's much left of her costume.
That is correct. Yep.
Okay,
But
just
she's not hurt because she's a super being. So, yeah, your hotness. So I guess Madher gets you a coat.
Take the coat.
He throws you his rain jacket.
So
It,
Knockout has sort of seen that there's bodies lying on the ground. When she starts to move again after she got beat up.
Mhm.
She's not interested in doing anything for anybody other than checking on the bodies to see who's alive and if somebody can be helped.
Yep, there's those two FBE agents that are in critical condition but did not die from their burns yet.
Right.
So there's two of them and they need medical attention. And Madher is calling for ambulances. He's also reluctantly calling the FBI to get some more men down here to secure the crime scene. He's got a couple of prisoners. He wants to get the bodies where he wants them, and he knows that the capital city cops will be coming swarming pretty soon.
I have 6 charges on my healing and a paramedics roll, I guess, as a skill.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you
Yes.
make your paramedics roll, I guess I'll let you just boost your healing ability by, say, 25%.
What does paramedics actually do for us?
Stabilize someone in critical condition. Paramedics is like emergency responder or general, stabilizing.
Our designer says perform first aid, stop bleeding, repair damage, and generally keep somebody alive. So I'll make my first paramedics roll on the first FBEE agent. I'm only at a 12 or less, so let's see how this works. Come on, dice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a 13.
But your healing power is guaranteed.
Yeah, but I was using paramedics to stop their bleeding or whatever. Hey,
Yeah, it's mostly burns. They're burned. So it's treating third is what you're doing, which is wrapping in clean linen.
I don't have any of that. I don't carry a little medic bag. I'll dump 3 charges into that guy, and then I'll move off to the other one and make a paramedics roll on the second FBE agent that was burned.
Mm-hmm. Super Frog, you
This
have
one's much better, 6.
got get the. I don't have to see your dice, Brian. Super Frog, you have a session with when we last left off, talking to the press.
Yeah, Super Frog is
You were ranting and raving how you were all unprepared for this.
I wouldn't say ranting and raving. I would say, seriously, like in the most serious way that Super Frog has ever engaged the press. You know, in general, he's pretty, he's sort of stunned and and sad that people that he knows were just chewed up by fire and gunshot, and it all shit just got real for Super Frog. And when he talks to the press, he's just saying, "Look, we weren't really prepared for this. This FBE is not. It's not properly funded. We don't have the resources we need to take on these kinds of problems. Being super is one thing, but the people who are fighting every day, the mom and pop of the FBE are just, they're not ready for this, and they need the kind of equipment and training to take this on."
Madher eventually comes over and cuts the interview short. Says, "We're done talking to him, Super Frog. We gotta take care of the crime scene. Tell me about this Yahoo you dragged out of the river. What do we got here?"
So we're away from the press then.
Yeah, he's got things. The FBE guys are taping off the crime scene, so he's pulling you into the crime scene, if you would. You're outside of it, away from the flaming trucks and stuff, so you can actually talk to the press because you can't get the heat.
Yeah, well, if we're away from the press, if we go back towards, the dead body or whatever, I mean, Super Frog's just saying, "I have no idea who this dude is. All I know is that he was really strong, and I couldn't let him back out of the water once he went in. Maybe, Knockout knows more than I do."
Knockout's still busy with the wounded.
He helped them. What do you want to do? Hold their hand? Madhern wants an idea. Priority was to bring in White Patriot. Is this him?
Looks like him.
Okay.
It was the same guy that crawled out of the manhole. Same sort of costume.
It's good. It looks like we found our arsonist. Got one more to go.
That's not the arsonist. Arsonist dude had a backpack with like a flamethrower. Where did he go? Super Frog's gonna be like, away. Where is this guy?
They sped off.
What are your hey Madhern, what do you got on this guy? You guys know a bunch of stuff. You got like all sorts of, computers and whatever. There must be a story behind Flame Boy.
We gotta have his ID. We gotta know his name. This white patriot guy, we're gonna get an ID on him, and hopefully that will, give us some leads. Who's he hang out with? Once we know who he is, we know who his associates are. And once we know who his associates are, we've got him by the balls.
So this is the first you've seen of this flamethrower guy? Like he's never shown up. There haven't been mysterious burnings anywhere. It's just this like.
Oh no! Arson in the burning of minority housing has the city on edge. The cops usually in the evening are down in Blackbridge beating up rioters and protesters. They're protesting because the police aren't protecting them from the arsons. It's just never known who's been doing it.
Wow, it's a lot of firepower to just burn minority housing. I mean, I guess it's sort of the equivalent of like Super Frog getting into barroom fights.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Knockout? Do you know this
Well,
fire guy? You said you've hit
someone
him
wants him
before.
gone.
Um, Knockout's almost non-responsive at this point. This was a little too much carnage for her to really chatty. So she just nods at Super Frog like, yeah.
Mad Herd has White Patriot bagged up with the rest of the Civil Guard. He's going to leave the gang members, the dead overlords, for the cops because they'll coming in wanting a piece of the action. So as soon as possible, he's getting the White Patriot body loaded up on an ambulance at least and taken to the Black Bridge morgue, which is now is getting more visitors. More basically, he's considering the bodies as evidence right now. You know, the shot, dead Civil Guard, and White Patriot. Two.
There's a lot.
Was it? No, one. One does not need medical attention. Civil Guard. He's going to be taken. He's going to get taken down to the bureau for interrogation. Got one live actor. What else would be happening at a crime scene? There would be the photography going on. He called the FBI for additional manpower because they got to count shells and this and that. Fire department's got to get let in to put the flames out on the vehicles. He's got to fight with the cops when they show up, trying to take over the whole scene. The inspector from the FBI and him and Mad Herd, they're like in a heated argument or discussion, like, you know, what are you doing down here? Why don't you let us know what's going on? What are you doing? Shooting up the place. We should have been informed. We should have been available for backup. He's like, I can't trust anybody in this city. As soon as word gets out about an operation, all the wrong people know. And so, well, the other guy's like, well, yeah, sure looks like you need our help. And they split ways and go on and order their men about.
What do you want to do, Knockout? You want to blow this place? I don't think we can cause any more trouble than we already have.
So Super Frog and Knockout are just kind of standing there now. Really not anything for us to do.
You want to go get a pizza?
I guess Mad Herd will ask to take one of the cars back to the bureau. Since there won't be anyone driving them.
Super Frog doesn't know how to drive, so.
No, he wants you two to just at least take one of the vehicles back to the bureau tonight.
Knockout reluctantly says, "Okay, I'll drive Super Frog back to the bureau. I'd just as soon travel with the guys that are dead back to the morgue." So we walk over to whatever car Mad Herd assigns to us.
Yep. It's another GMC Terrain. This one's got the sport package, though. So it's got navigation. Satellite radio.
Super Frog's
Where would
just.
you like to drive off to?
Well,
Super Frog's on the roof. Just getting
we're
some air.
supposed to go back to the FBEE, so I guess we'll go there first.
Okay.
I mean, they have like a locker room where we can get cleaned up.
Yeah, they got. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
So we'll park in the garage, walk into the FBE building,
Yeah.
do whatever we have to do
Security guard.
to get into the locker rooms or whatever, and take some time to get cleaned up and get some new whatever scrubs or whatever. I don't know what they got down there for us. I'm assuming Knockout is some sort of locker down here now instead of Super Frog.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, they've got also just regular government issue FBE uniforms, men and women.
Yeah, that's what Super Frog's gonna get. He's gonna put on a uniform.
Okay, we'll wear the uniform as well.
They got the security guard in the lobby. I was thinking of putting the FBI on like the 4th floor, like you guys are on the first, like on the 4th floor with the nice offices. That doesn't bother me. I never just. I don't think I ever went into what would be on the other levels of the buildings. I think we'll put some city and county administration and the FBI on top, and the FBE down on the first floor.
Plummeted on the first floor with the FBEE.
Mm-hmm. Super Frog, did we ever nail down a name of the security guy?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. If you come up with a good name that you like, let me know and I'll write it down.
Super Frog's gonna break open Jim Rice's locker. He's gonna take one of his uniforms with his name on it.
Hey.
You remember Jim? Jim was a good guy. He closed the door on my hand once, but he said he was sorry.
Maintain a .330 average. Golden Glove Award in first base.
He told me dirty jokes.
Player, that's where that name came from.
Yeah, I remember a couple of them. The chess player,
Bobby Fischer. Yeah, you got Bobby Fischer. So Matter comes in. He's going to keep the civil guard guy on ice for 4 hours. And he wants to see if anyone calls in for him, like to get him out or to bail him out or anything. Before he makes a formal arrest, books him. He's hoping he might be able to, just worm out some of the might get a handle on some of the crooked cops. Where it comes from. But
I don't have those types of skills of interrogation or whatnot. I'm just not scary.
I don't know. You can crush a table in your hands. It's pretty impressive. But on Ice Santavi wants to have a talk with Santavi. He thinks that's a good idea. That he's thinking of telling him that White Patriot's dead, so his cover isn't blown, and he wants him back out on the street working for you guys as an informant, an FBE informant. What's if that's a good idea or not? That'll hold up. He's getting the feeling that White Patriot was like his only contact. White Patriot. Yeah. His handler.
Yeah. I don't see why you can't let him go, Agent Manhur. I mean, what good is he doing here?
Exactly. Just what I thought. Um, let's see. It's moving on to 7 a.m. The rest of the cruise comes back, is in. News coverage of last night's activity starts to hit the television and radio screens. Um, and it's not good. It's not good. Um, it appeared that Super Frog's GoPro was recovered from the scene by somebody because some of the footage is of White Patriot getting kicked into the sky, and then there's also they show footage of the embattled FBE. It's laying on the ground as footage of them getting burnt by the blowtorch guy. Um,
I'm sorry, but that's
and it's like, the FBE under equipped and
I
ill
thought
advised.
I thought it got swept downstream. I thought it was swept downstream. I remember it being on into the water and then it just was gone, and I was kind of bummed because the underwater footage seemed like it was going to be really good.
Yeah, you're not really sure when that came off. And there's a incident, a disturbance, down at Blackbridge Hospital. Used to be on Garvick Nurse's floor.
oh no.
So Madher calls on you guys to go check it out. He's got no one else he can send right now.
Oh, he doesn't have to ask Knockout twice to go check on Garvick Nurse. She's out of there. Come on, Frog.
Who's Garvick Nurse? Is that someone we fought?
Anyway, with that, Knockout's going back down to the garage.
All right.
Garvick Nurse is the other guy in charge of the FBE. He's Knockout's handler.
Okay.
He's the whatever 5-point contact I've got.
And he was caught in an explosion in a raiding a house, trying to track down this Grimes guy.
Gotcha.
The location was booby-trapped and exploded when him and his agents went in, and he barely survived. His turnaround's been quite remarkable because of knockouts.
Healing?
Yes.
So
At least I can do that well.
Superfrog grabs a radio, a FBB radio. He's just got one of those with his uniform. Just something to play in his ear.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go. Let's go down to the hospital.
We get into the train and drive over to the Black Bridge.
At Blackbridge Hospital on Garvick Nurse's floor, his room is damaged. The door frame is really smashed. It would take some incredible force, or maybe like the hospital bed if you shoved it really hard. It damaged the frame like it did, the metal commercial door. The window in his room is shattered and blown out. A lot of the IV and equipment is strewn around, and the bed's askew. That got shoved a bit. And the orderlies on duty reported that there was a disturbance. They heard a violent disturbance in the ward, and went to check it out. All the power was off. And there seemed to be When they got to his room, they caught a glimpse of there was some uh like
Shaggy.
no, they couldn't quite tell what it is. It looked like man, uh, uh, whatever. It looked like two things that went out the window.
Yeah.
Two things.
Hmm.
Yeah, like two people.
One was Garvik Nurse.
There was a struggle in the room, and it looked like when we arrived that they both went through the window, but they were. One of them was quite big. One of them was quite lanky and thin, and there was some screeching going on.
We need to see your security footage.
Yeah, that's all scorched. Everything on this level, like computers and stuff, are scorched out.
Like burned? Like,
The only thing that's, yeah, like burnt out, like short circuited.
oh, short circuited. Yeah.
Does it look like the window's been broken in, like he came through the window, or just out through the
Out.
window?
Out.
Frog's
There's
gonna.
glass everywhere.
Well, Frog's gonna just jump out the window and just sort of see, I mean, look out the window and then sort of just land and look around and see, if there's any marks or something in the grass, or is it something on the side of the building? Is there like any wreckage?
Actually, the most vivid piece of a clue, I guess, would be snakeskin and snake scales caught up in the broken glass of the mirror.
Certainly
It got scraped off as it went out the window.
looking for whatever Garvik Nurse was working on that the last time I was here. He had some stuff that he was into. It looked like anything of Garvik Nurse's left behind.
Yeah, there's his folder on Grimes, Deep Ghost. That's there.
I'll take a look at that. I don't know. I got a massive headache. I'll grab that. Anything else that looks like he was working on, DMJ?
Make a percent. What's your perception? What's your perception?
I don't know.
On your character sheet, you know it. It's your intelligence. What?
I got a
Divided by 5,
per
added to
roll
9.
of 16.
Roll it. Tell me what you get. Roll 3d of 6. Tell me what you get.
I have another 6. 1, 2, 3. Boom.
You actually notice against the wall, up against that the baseboard, behind one of the pieces of equipment, it looks like some type of what we call it, pagan fetish.
Fetish object?
It's a piece of oak with, it looks like inlaid with pieces of bone, and it has also it's wrapped with wolf skin, and it's got some gold thread adorning it as well. It feels heavier than it should be and slightly worn to the touch.
So somebody left some sort of calling card. Walk out. Looks for some
Or
sort
lost it in a struggle.
of baggie or whatever, and tries to use the folder to scoop it into a baggie or whatever. She doesn't have to really touch it, and just gonna take that as evidence as well.
The fire alarm goes off in the hospital. The sprinklers have gone off in the lower level near the morgue. The whole floor where the morgue is.
Oh boy. Lookout will scream out the window, Super Frog. He's still
Yep.
down there, or has he jumped away?
Yo, I'm just standing down there, just looking around.
Somebody pull the fire alarm. Check out the first floor or guard the exit, maybe.
Superfrog
Something's
grabs the
going
radio.
on.
He's gonna grab the radio and he's gonna say, "Roger, I copy," even though it's not on.
Because he doesn't know how to turn it on.
And then he's gonna jump over to the front door and sort of like, sort of hop, half walk in, and ask the receptionist where the basement is.
And she points to the fire doors, take you to stairs down to, because the elevators are shut down now that the sprinkler system went off downstairs on that level.
Well, he's going to take it easy. He's not just going to go barrel in there. He's just going to sort of try to do his best, like, cop detective show, kind of like he's got his hands up like he's got a gun, but he doesn't have one. And he's just going to go down the hall, sort of hopping a little bit, looking around corners.
You hear a couple of gunshots.
All right, now he's going to take...
Not gonna hear this where she is.
Yelling. It's down, it's coming from the morgue.
Does Knockout hear it?
No, you're too far away to.
So Knockout's just
you can hear like some security guards going on. There's, Abel and Courtney are down in the basement. Shots are fired. Call in everybody. So something's going on. There's gunfire going on down the area.
All right, so
have to head that way.
Superfrog's gonna, open up one of those double doors, and he's just gonna do a couple of big leaps down the hall toward the gunshot.
Okay, it's coming from inside the morgue. And what is the morgue? The morgue's got a metal fire door with a small window with the wire mesh in it.
Oh yeah.
About this big that you can look, and you get a glimpse of maybe the inside of the morgue briefly as somebody's thrown up against the door so hard that that little metal glass cracks, and they must have impacted their head because there's a smash and there's blood and gore, and then the person drops down.
Like right in his face? Like he's like standing there looking through and the window smashes?
Oh, he got thrown.
Oh.
The security guard got thrown at the door and his head rebounded off the glass hard enough to fracture it, crack it, and cover it with blood.
Can you see what's in the room?
There's somebody big in there moving around.
Superfrog's just gonna poke his head in, like about a foot, just open up the door, and he says, "That's not nice."
There's grayish green, kind of mean, big ass looking old dude. His hair is brown and thick, and it's wrapped in leather cord, giving braids. He's missing an eye. He looks like he came out of like a Viking cosplay. There's the stench of the bog coming off of him, and he's standing over this. He's got pulled out the slab, and there's the White Patriot's body naked because they've taken all his stuff. And he's like, "Who has done this to my avatar? They will pay. They will rue the day I will bring this city to its knees."
Superfrog's just gonna...
He's got some kind of energy coming out of his hand, and it's circling the body of White Patriot. And there's two dead security officers on the ground. One's got their neck broken, the other's got their head caved in.
Okay. Well, Superfrog's, he's still behind the door. He's got his head poked in, and he's like, "Yeah, that was me, man. You know, I'm sorry, but that guy was just causing a lot of trouble, and he wouldn't stop punching me. Um, but you got to come out of here now. You can't really be here. So if you come along nice, it's all going to go well.
You claim to be the one to slay my paladin.
I wasn't claiming.
Feel the wrath. Weren't?
Just watch the video. I wasn't. I'm not claiming. I actually was. Okay, so it's not like I'm saying. I mean, I was the dude. It's. I don't feel good about it. Okay.
Are you mocking Wotan?
Well-
Die for your insolence! And he picks up his hands, and we are post segment 12 in a round of combat.
Okay. What does post segment 12 mean?
Means we all start at the same time, which is the combat actually starts at the end of a combat turn in segment 12. The reason they do that is no matter what speed, everyone acts in segment 12. So you all get to declare an action right at the get-go, and then I like to compare dexterity, and since it's simultaneous, sometimes I like to roll off against dexterity rolls to see who actually, if it needs to be. Otherwise, it's simultaneous.
How far away is this guy?
Well, he's going to be, if you're in a morgue,
I've got absolute range sense. I want to know to the millimeter.
I'm going to give you the room's about what? It's 8 hexes by 10 hexes. There's some interior partition walls with glass. And then there's the walls where the slab come out of, whatever I don't know what you call it. What do you put a corpse on?
Yeah. Yeah, those little closets, those little drawers.
Pull out more drawers.
You put them on ice.
And then those are refrigerated. They are. It's cold. And then there would be a couple of autopsy tables in the middle of the room with all the gear that in a modern facility. Things to retake, to cut out organs, all that kind of good stuff.
Okay.
So his dexterity is 26. What is yours?
30.
30. Okay. He's going to try to shoot something at you from his hands. What are you going to do?
Well, I mean, where's the door in relationship to this rectangle? Like, is it in the center? Is the door at the far end?
It's let's put it, if you're envisioning the room, the door is going to be on the south wall to the west, and then and that's the hallway that you came off of into the room.
Okay, and then he's on the east side?
Put him in the middle of the room. Make it simple. Put him in the middle.
Okay. Well, yeah. Big energy attack. I think it's super leap and a kick. I gotta go strong, man. I gotta leap to him,
Yep.
which is like only a fifth of my movement.
Yep. So no problem.
And then just give him try to give him a double knockback kick into the foundation side, I guess. So it would be like the concrete,
Back wall.
Yeah, the concrete back wall. I'm just gonna.
We got morgue, pull out drawers north and south. The east and west would be some nice fat concrete. All right. What's your combat value?
13.
13, huh? That's pretty insane. So you got a combat value with 13.
OCV. And the kick is it's +2 OCV, so that's a 15. Let me get some dice here. All right, let's see what happens. I rolled a 6. So that's pretty good, right?
Yeah. I think you hit combat value 20 and below.
All right. Good. And then, so that's a 10d6 kick, not including knockback.
Yep.
So we need one more.
Now, here's another really shitty thing I noticed in the rules. Is that martial attacks only do half knockback or one die less of knockback.
Oh, yeah, I want to see that, man.
It's is that, yeah, where did I see that?
3d6 instead of 2d6.
Yeah, it's a knockback modifier, right?
I didn't know that.
I didn't. I ran across it the other day.
Martial artists aren't supposed to knock people back.
Attack was a martial attack. It adds a plus 1d6. But you still get to double it whatever you get left over.
All right, so he's got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 body. So that doubles to 24, right? And then you subtract the knock.
2d6.
2d6?
Yep.
3.
3.
Oh, because you add an extra. That's bullshit, man. I would have never done that. Is there another kind of kick that... I mean, that's the purpose of this attack, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm just wondering. I just thought I'd bring it up. It was just there in the rules. We got to figure out how we're going to deal with it. I want to ignore it because, like you said, it's super frog.
I would ignore it too, man, because you're the guy that said, like, you know, the rules are there to be interpreted.
Yep.
Right? So we've got 20, 41. That's 41 stun.
Nice.
And 12 body. And then there's the knockback into the concrete foundation.
I think I got a character. Well, it's another badass. Throwing down against another badass.
Where does it say that in the?
Oh, there he is.
In the Fred. I want to read that horrible rule.
I just look under knockback modifiers. I'm calculating knockback and damage. It goes damage, then I think knockback follows damage, and you'll see it there. So physical defense. He's got a physical defense of. Okay, roll 2d6. Let's see how far he's knocked back into the country roll.
Okay, so it's 24 minus 6 is 18.
Okay, so he goes 4 back. That leaves 12. I mean, that leaves... Does that leave 12?
Yeah. No, it would be 14.
That's what I thought. 14. Roll 14d6 damage as you hit the concrete wall.
Jeez. That's a lot. That was 10. And it becomes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus looks like 15, 25, 27 plus another 4. And that's another 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 13 plus 12, 17 is 37, 42. So it's 13 body and then 42 stun.
I think he felt that one. That was a sting.
So it's a total of 25 body and 83 stun.
They get applied separately.
Okay.
Takes the damage kick, and then you take the damage when you impact something.
Okay.
In the true superhero fashion. Boom! Ow! And so I'm doing some big math here. His constitution, okay. Okay. He's shaken, but he took it. He pulls himself out of the wall. And he unleashes lightning from his hands. You feel storm winds rise about in the room.
Not my best.
And so his roll to hit.
I got a 14 DCV.
He hits a 12 or less. DCV, so I guess he misses you.
Jeez, that's good. Super Frog just dodges off to the side.
All right.
So I must be standing over this body, right?
Of the
of White
It's on the
Patriot.
slab of White Patriot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We're down to phase 1. How far away is Knockout? Knockout must be coming down at some point.
He's coming down at some point, but not yet.
Okay.
So segment. The next segment 1, if you have a speed of 12, you move. Segment 2, if you have a speed of 6 or more, you move.
Yeah, I got a 6.
Okay, and his speed, he'll move. Okay, your attack.
So,
you're an agile one. Dude.
All right, so is there any sort of like half windows in this basement, or is it full basement?
It's full basement. It's the morgue. They don't want anyone looking out. It's a secure room, cold, chilly. There's Knockout's boyfriend. He's unconscious. That's the wall.
Oh,
He's
yeah?
the guy that works there. The one that let Knockout take out the teeth. But he's not conscious.
Super Frog's gonna grab the dude. He's gonna grab White Patriot, and he's just gonna do a super leap out the door, into the hallway. He's trying to get as far away from this guy as possible. So this guy's been blasted into the wall. He broke some, concrete a little bit. And so he's going to grab him, leap backwards, and try to get as far down the hall as he can.
Okay. He calls up. It calls up a force of wind. He's like riding wind after you. And I'm going to give a range. Just going to get a shot off at you.
What segment are we in? He's in segment 2 as well?
No, we move on to the next one.
What segment are we in there? 6, 3?
3.
All right, we're in 3. Okay, cool.
So it's segment 3. So he's got a speed of 5. So now he's flying after you, and he's going to shoot at you. I'm going to give.
How far away is he?
6 hexes. Gives him a -1 to shoot.
So I'm at the end of the hall or something.
Yeah. Oh, yep. No way. It takes out a chunk of this, scorches up the wall, down the hall, but misses you. Chunks of concrete go flying by, sparking electricity. Hand over my avatar. He is mine.
Segment 4.
His soul belongs to mine. Sorry, go ahead.
We're at segment 4, right?
Yep.
All right. So if Super Frog's at the base of the stairs, blowing through the double doors, he's grabbing a hold of that dude, with a death grip, and he is just launching like at a 45-degree angle up the stairs, out through the wall.
Okay.
So it should be just brick. It's not concrete. I mean, it's not like a...
Well, there's also glass and steel. You know these modern buildings, right?
So some glass and steel. He's basically doing a full super leap, like a 3...
Oh, your strength damage.
Roll my strength damage. Okay.
Yeah, you do.
Because I'm hitting the glass or the wood or...
Brick wall. I see what you mean. The stairwell coming up from the basement is probably still concrete, stucco.
Yeah.
That foam that they put in, and then the wrap.
Yeah, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4 body, and it's a total of 17 stun.
It's got a body of 6.
So what does that mean?
I think it means you don't go through it.
What?
But you can. Yeah, this is the damage you did. It's got a body of 6. It doesn't have any defenses. It takes all your body that you did to it.
Oh shoot!
So what's your strength again? Oh, it's 30, right? So you rolled 66.
I rolled 6, so I wanted higher numbers, and I only got a 4. I thought a 4 would be cool. I thought it was damage to me.
No, you're doing damage to the wall to see if you break through it. You have to exceed its body, and you didn't. So your next turn you would be able to. It doesn't hurt you or anything.
Is there any bonuses for move through? I mean, if is it considered an attack? I don't even know how it was structured. I mean, is it like a move through attack?
Move through is an attack action.
Mm-hmm. Let's do it. Let's see what we get when we do it at via move through. A move through is half a face. We don't have to worry about your OCV or DCV right now because it's a wall. Strength plus velocity divided by 3d6. So if your velocity is 30, roughly.
I don't know. I mean, he was at the base of the stairs. He's probably moving up 3 hexes to get to the wall from the stairs. You tell me.
But you're using your super leap, right?
Oh yeah, super leap, full blower, full strength.
So add 10 to your 66. So roll another 10.
And then how much damage happens to me? A bunch? Half?
Move through half, yeah.
So wow. So this could be bad. This could be worse.
Well, you can only, here's the thing, you can only take amount of damage that wall could inflict.
Okay. All right. That brings it up to 13 body. and then
Yeah, you blow through it.
and then 20.
You don't apply stun to inanimate objects.
Oh, you
Don't
don't.
worry about that.
So and then I would
No.
take 13 body. So that means I would
You're
take
gonna take half of that.
as body.
But no, remember I'm saying that the wall can't do more damage to you than it could deliver. So you only take 5 body and 12 stun.
Now,
I don't think that should.
how does physical defense work? Does that have something to do with this?
Yeah, physical defense defends against stun, and resistant physical defense defends against stun and body.
So basically, physical defense doesn't do anything for body damage. I just have to take 5 body.
I thought you added to your character to give you yes, but I thought you had given yourself some armor or something.
He's got regeneration. He's a frog, so he regenerates 2 body per turn, per combat turn.
You
So
also have combat luck, correct?
yeah, and he's got combat luck as well.
So that's three resistant points. So that 3 from your combat luck can be applied to body. That's a resistant defense.
Oh, it is. I'm gonna put that on here.
Yep.
I didn't realize that.
So that's going to make a big difference.
Good. All right. Well, I mean, he's not gonna die. He just. How far do I get after that? So I can move 30. I moved.
Yep. Take what? It had 6 bodies, so take 6 off of that.
Okay. So then he's moving a total of 30 minus 3 is 9. At least something like 20 inches past the wall.
Exactly. You are heading to the wall of another office building. There's a row of glass. There's receptionists and salespeople looking out at the window like, oh my God, what the hell is that?
Okay, well, he's going to try to, land on something that he won't smash through, because he's got clinging. And if it comes to smashing into something, I mean, if there's something he can lash his tongue around, and swing from, he only weighs 140 pounds, but obviously White Patriot weighs a fuckload, and I have velocity. But you tell me what happens. He's trying not to.
Did you you took acrobatics?
Oh, he's got acrobatics, yeah, and he's got break fall.
Make your acrobatics roll, and you're able to miss a window and land on a divider with that gentle, soft touch with your clinging.
Okay, so acrobatics is a 15.
Killing anybody.
Oh, yeah, easily makes the acrobatic roll.
Knockout, you just, coming down the stairs, you just saw Super Frog leap through the wall. Carrying White Patriot's naked body. You may not know it's him. You haven't seen him naked. But, you're going down the stairs to catch up to Super Frog?
I get it. Knockout's just doing her usual thing, like, it's crazy.
Stand out of my way, woman! I feel the wrath of Wotan! Is this, berserker, bare-chested, old, stinky dude with rippling muscles and crackling energy around him. He's wearing like a kilt, leather kilt. Doesn't wear pants. Got spell. There's a crow flying around his head.
You didn't tell me how to crow. That's so cool.
He just shoots. That's when he gets really angry. So you're confronted with him, Knockout. I think we should start a post-segment 12.
What segment was it when Super Frog super leaped?
Oh, okay. Let's go there. When Super Frog super leaped, it was segment 4. So we're on segment 5. which is people with speeds of 5 and 8 go.
Segment
Which means
4.
both.
Knockout have a
It was actually segment. I thought it was later.
You went in segment 2 and segment 4.
And then I leaped from the morgue to the hallway in segment 4. And then.
Okay, so that would have been in segment 6,
Yep.
right?
Just, I actually know what the speed chart is now. I have it in front of me, so it's cool.
Yep. So we're in segment 8. And that means, no? Correct? Yeah, in speeds of 5 and 6 go, so everybody's on deck. I confirm for all participants.
great. Knockout can act in the 8th.
I like to do knockout. You're confronted by this huge
Yeah.
wild man that stinks of the bog.
Knockout, at this point, is just pretty sure that this guy's a problem. You chasing that dog?
Yes, that demon, that bestial fiend has taken my avatar. He'll pay with his life, and any who stand in my way. His little titties start to go through this, like, when you can flex your muscles like Dwayne Johnson.
What is he
He's
wearing?
not trying. He's wearing a kilt, leather kilt. He's got beads and little bits of bones in his Rastaman thick hair. He's got a beard.
Okay.
His eyes are like glowing yellow.
Does he speak with a Scottish accent?
No, it's harder edged.
So more Proud Boys than bagpipes?
Yep. Right.
Well,
He's got the, he's got some streaks of strange tattoos, Celtic looking crap.
Todd, I'll help you. Why don't we go take this outside? Knockout smiles at him ear to ear.
Okay. He's going to hit you with a blast of wind.
So let me get this straight. So
Knockout would.
is Knockout on the stairs, like next to the hole that I just blasted through?
Yeah, she was coming down the stairs when you went out.
So dude's at the base
So
of the
she's
stairs.
Yeah, and looking up at
Okay, good.
Knockout.
Oh,
Basically
so I got
saying-
the high ground.
Bitch, get out of my way is basically what he's saying. Bitch, get out of my way.
Literally, I'm ready to. I'll get out of the way. I'll move out of the way. I'll do a dodge. No, I don't need to get hit by this guy first. It's painful. I don't think I have any skills that help me with the dodge. Yeah, so I'll dodge out of the way.
Okay. It's, let's see. He hits a DCV of 4 or less with his wind blast. So I think he totally misses.
Oh, goody. Dodge was my attack action, though.
Okay.
I'd like to get out of his way a little bit, though, kind of back up so he can come out of the stairway.
Okay. Super
know-
Frog.
Super Frog.
Frog's not going to run off. He's going to come back. I want to draw this guy outside so Super Frog has room to maneuver and kick him around because it seems to be the way we win fights is Super Frog doing his thing. Just a punching bag.
So do you want to dodge out the hole into the yard?
I sort of came down and I saw him. He shot at me and I dodged, and now that's just I'm at the top
Okay.
of the stairs.
So
Super Frog.
Super Frog. Now, if I imagine this, he went out through the thing. He's arced across the plaza on top of maybe a building. Okay.
A side of the wall. You're on the side.
Okay. So he wants to.
There's a lot of offs people in the window looking at it like, oh my god, look at that, holy shit.
How high's the building? Is it a huge one, or is it a, 4-story, or what is it?
It's 4-story.
Okay.
I rolled a 4, so it's 4 stories.
So
I can't do the geometry. I don't know your trajectory, how far up you would be, but I kind of put you near the top, but not all the way.
So Super Frog's going to he's going to sort of take White Patriot's body, and he's going to sort of flip it, up towards the top of the roof, and then he's going to do a clinging cartwheel up the wall, okay, and catch White Patriot above his head and shake it around, and he says, "Hey, ugly, you looking for this?" I'll roll in acrobatics, and yes, he lands it.
I wouldn't make you roll an acrobatics roll because you're not under like duress or strain. Like when you just gotta, when there's nothing screwing with you, I won't have you roll your acrobatics. You'll be just able to do it. But
how did it look though, Jay?
Blind jump through a wall. It looked awesome. What do you think it looked like? It looked like a frog, big giant frog, doing cartwheels and catching bodies in the air, juggling corpses on top of a building.
Yeah. And he's just swinging it around, like a big...
I know, like a chew toy.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna enrage the fuck out of him, but we move to segment 10, I believe, and take it from the top. Rug, you go first.
Ooh, that is a good question. Like, describe the scenery and the environment. What is it like?
You've got concrete steps and walkways crisscrossing. The steps go up into the front of Blackbridge Hospital. Light poles, sloping ground. It's not flat, and it slopes down to the street. I forget what street this hospital is on, but it's a major east-west street in the city. And then to what would that be? It would be to the east and west of the building is parking lot and other office buildings. And there's office buildings across the street. It's in a densely urban spot, not far from where the guy was shooting out of that window with the machine gun. That was just a couple blocks away.
Is there any open areas?
The open areas between you and the hole you came out of.
It's like the parking
lot.
Just
dominated by wide concrete steps that go down to a concrete plaza with 4 radiating sidewalks.
Right.
Uneven ground, so it's kind of all sloping towards the street. And there's those black posts for the street lights.
Yeah.
That's where I want to try to lure this guy into.
Oh, he's going out there. He's going after Super Frog when he gets a chance.
Hey, I'm going to turn on my multi-power into running. I'm going to start bolting out. Is there a door or a window so I don't have to go through the wall?
No, because you're in a fire stairwell. You would have to go back up the way you came, just one flight, out in the hall, down the hall, take a right, and out the front door. Or you could step out the hole.
Or yeah, we'll throw this guy through the wall. Right, so I'll Hulk smash through the hole that's already there. Just full move, running, my head down, and just go through it.
No problem for knockout. Because she's buff. And Wotan flies on a blast of wind out the hole up and towards Super Frog.
Yeah, well,
he's not like flying like this. He's kind of like this, coming at you like, as he's weaving lightning and wind around him.
Well, Super Frog, I mean, I didn't actually move. I just asked for description. Okay, so I haven't actually acted, so um, I
I
think
thought you did a flip. Or no,
that was last time.
didn't you just flip on the roof? Okay.
And
Agreed, yeah. Yeah, well.
Super Frog is he's gonna come flying out and swinging, this body like a baseball bat, and he's just gonna super leap and just hit this guy with this body.
um, roll the hit.
Okay, I got I don't know what kind of modifiers. 13 OCV. I don't think it's anything in my sheet. I think it's something that you'll have to interpret, but let's see what it comes out as. It is a 10.
You hit.
Okay, so what do you think the damage of a super body is? I'm trying to hold on to it. I don't want to let this. I got clinging on it. I'm not letting this body go.
Yeah, I'm gonna treat it like kind of like an oversized club. So roll your strength damage plus another 3d6.
All right, that sounds good. 4, 7, 8, 9. It looks like I don't think I'm gonna make a dent in this guy. I'm just enraging him, but you got to try. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 body, and a total of 21, 30, 42 stun.
I think you did 40 before.
That's pretty good for a 7d6. I get a lot of 6s over here.
Yeah. You haven't stunned him, but once again, you've staggered him. He's taken physical damage. He's felt that, like, and you're pushing through a kinetic electrical field as well. It's like you got to punch through that before you actually hear him. So it's like, yeah.
Yowza. All right.
So you're busting through some type of force field at the same time. He's in the air. Knockback is
to D6 less when they're flying.
Yep. So double your knockback and roll 1d6.
Me?
You're gonna shoot him back into the ground. Yeah.
Knockback
is really hard. He's gonna have a lot of.
So double the body.
Double the body and then roll 1d6. So
double knockback on all your attacks?
No. So it's just body then, right? So that's a 7.
That would be sweet to do that.
It's a 7. It's 12 minus 5 is 7.
Okay. He doesn't go all the way to the ground. You don't impact him in the ground. He gets kicked back towards knockout direction. Knockout, it's your turn. Oh, and we're in segment 10. I believe it's your action.
I ran out of that hallway,
that's right.
through the wall and out.
Yeah, all three of you are outside.
He should be pretty close to the ground. Because I came through and I landed on the ground. If I knocked him down, he's got to be somewhere within grab reach of knockout.
I would have used some end.
That brings us to segment 12. Everybody moves.
All right. Sounds great.
I curse this city. I curse you all. You have not heard the end of this. I will reclaim what's mine. He's like creating a field of darkness around him and turning into um, a a storm, a cloudy windstorm with lightning. He's starting to obscure himself.
Is there any chance of getting another shot in before he disappears?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what.
Yeah, you would land on the ground right after you made that move. You would have to land on the ground.
I landed on the ground, yeah,
Okay.
and Super Frog wants to, you know, put the guy on his back and sort of swing his tongue around to lash the guy to him, and then just jump up. I mean, sort of like basically as soon as he lands, the dude goes on his back, the tongue goes flipping around him, like clinging him to the bottom.
Like he's like a papoose on the back.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not letting go of this guy. And then he wants to give this guy a good solid, kick into, his next job. Whatever that is.
Roll the hit.
And he's looking to kick him away from buildings, sort of just out into the sky somewhere. That was a total of 12. So
just missed him.
Okay.
Just missed him. You were dead on, but right where you were about to strike him, all of a sudden he just gets really immaterial.
Okay.
Like he's shifting in the clouds, or it's obscured your vision, and you just missed.
Okay.
As he is
knockout get a chance at him? Or?
Knockout will get a chance, but he's going to hire dexterity. Unless knockout, you want to do a dexterity roll.
I have dex of 20.
He's got a dex of 26.
I have to wait for him to go first.
Not all the time. But he'll shoot. Who's he going to shoot? He's going to shoot Super Frog. No, he took his action. It's your action, Super knockout.
What's around me that I can grab? You said there was some type of. Is there a tree? What about as these walkways go down? Are there any like big bricks on the side of them, like those masonry units, or something that I can grab and?
There's those black square light posts with the square lights on the top going down the side.
Where are they?
They're along the walk.
Far away.
But there's one right near you.
Far away are they?
They're right close by. There's plenty of them. There's enough there on the plaza that you could grab one. Make a nice javelin.
Here's the thing I learned about grab. It's called casual strength.
Mm-hmm.
I only use half of my strength to no time action. So I don't know what it takes to lift one of these out, but my casual strength is 25.
Yeah, you can rip that thing. You can just grab a light post and it's yours. It's like plucking a flower.
I haven't used any of my action yet. But I've got this. How far away is Wotan?
It's not very far. He's about 4 inches.
He's in the air?
I don't even... Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, at 4, you don't even take a range modifier.
I'm going to go ahead and jump up a little bit. Try to hit him with this pipe that I now have. I'm hoping that it gives extra to hit pluses.
Okay. He's not looking at you. So I'm going to give you a +2 to your OCV.
Sounds great.
So what's that give you for a total OCV?
Well, I got a 3 levels with strike. I'm not sure if this counts as a strike, but I don't see why it wouldn't.
Yeah.
All right, so that gives me a 12 OCV.
Nice.
As I jump up and try to whack him with this big pipe that I found. I wonder what a pipe is for breaking things wise. I'm on the wrong page.
Oh, it'll break off of them. It'll definitely.
All right.
Say, hitting someone with a wiffle ball bat, you can fucking hit them hard enough and it's gonna really hurt.
All right. Got an 8.
You got an 8? You got an 8. So you hit a DCV of 15 or less. So you squarely hit this bastard.
Right. I'm gonna go ahead and roll my damage over on the Champions channel.
Let's see what you
Champions channel.
Champions channel.
3 4 stuns. 3 4 and 10. 3 4 and 10. And I'll roll 1d6 for knockback. He's flying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm knocking him back 7. Play into a wall.
Yep. And right before he reaches a wall or fixed structure building nearby, it dissolves into clouds, mist, and wind. So he kind of like you're kicking him toward, or you smack him like a baseball towards the buildings, and as he's flying, he discorporates and goes away. I curse this city.
So do I.
What a dick.
With the heart of the great serpent, you will rule the day. Your citizens will cry.
Wow. I'm just going to look.
He did not get White Patriot. You still have his body.
Super Frog's just going to slowly let the tongue sort of spiral off of him and go back into his mouth. And he's going to make a face, like, because it tasted bad. And he's going to like, what do you make of that, Knockout?
Tastes like chicken, Super Frog?
No, Wutan or Wu-Tang, whatever his name is. What the hell was he doing here?
We're still not done talking about the tongue thing. That's gross.
He goes, man, we couldn't let him have this body. I don't care. I don't know what he was going to do with it, but we can't let him have it. It sounded bad. He looked like.
What are you going to do with it?
What am I going to do with it?
Not going to lick it anymore, are you?
I'm bringing it down to FBEE. It can't be trusted here. We got to put this thing on ice in a secure facility because that Wutan guy looked like he was trying to reanimate it. And the last thing we need is a White Patriot zombie running around.
One White Patriot was more than enough.
But your friend there was in the room. Wasn't Garvik Nurse in the room, Jay?
No.
No?
Nope, he's nowhere to be found.
Who was the other guy then? You said there was another guy in the morgue that we knew. I thought that was Garvik Nurse.
Oh, it was the
doctor guy.
It's the mortician. It's the guy that works there.
Okay. And he's dead?
And no, he's just unconscious.
All right, let's do some damage control, Knockout. We got to help some people. I'm going to talk to the administration about breaking their wall.
It's just all on a day's work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we got to.
Just shakes her head like.
Has Knockout had a change of heart about I love that. Yeah, the sort of liberation of not having to worry what other people think of her all the time.
I think she's lost a lot of sleep and has a bad headache.
Super Frog feels a little more responsible for his actions.
Want to know what's going on. The scanners are all going off about
Knockout will answer the phone.
fight at the hospital. Everything all right? What's going on? What's the situation?
Everything is 5x5, Agent Matter.
Yeah. How's Nurse?
I don't know where Agent Nurse is. It appears that somebody broke into his room and grabbed him, and then broke out of the room. Through the window, of course. But I did grab some evidence.
Jesus. Could be after Nurse.
At this point, I wouldn't be shocked if it was Jesus.
Super Frog's gonna lean into the phone and just say, "Look, Matt, we got a problem here. Things went really south, and it's all like you got to come down. We got like a body. There's a body here, and there's this big hairy guy with a skirt on, and and there's a hole in the wall. It's just crazy." And he's just gonna go blabbering on. And say, "Come on down. It's really awesome."
Yeah. He says he'll come on down. See, I need to get out of the office.
We need to go.
See when you get here.
We need to go talk to the mortician knockout. You think you could make this guy, resuscitate him a little bit?
We're going back inside. I need like a bottle of aspirin, Super Frog.
I'm sure you do.
We're gonna go raid the medicine chest in the Blackbridge Hospital first, and then back down to the morgue to see if we can find some evidence or anything. At least talk to the mortician again, DMJ.
Yeah, let's give him a name. It's about time we give him a name. This is the second time we're encountering him. We're gonna call
name that NPC.
We're gonna
No, I was thinking more Valerie Terse.
Wow.
He's got curly orange hair, bit pimply, early 30s, wears glasses.
Just made up an NPC name, Sam New Day.
I'll write that down, or I can use that at some point.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Well, Terse mortician. He's like, yeah, I was just like checking in all the bodies that were flowing in. Seems like you guys are like a never-ending corpse supply. You know how much work I got now? I got to do because of you guys. I got like 9 bodies in here or something like that. They all got to get autopsy. All got to be identified. No one knows who they are. Blah 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 blah.
Well,
but yeah, you should have seen it. This just like Zerker He-Man. He came in and swatted me like a fly. That's all
I'm glad you're safe.
That's all I remember.
Super Frog's got, White Patriot's body. He's not licking it now. He's holding it, draped over his arms. He's gonna put it on the slab, and he's gonna say, "What can you tell us about this guy?"
Not much. I have had nothing to identify him.
Can you?
I haven't been able to cut into him to start an autopsy and determine a cause of death.
Can you even cut into a super?
He holds up a couple of his scalpels and stuff, and they're all dead.
Yeah.
His incision tools.
Huh.
I'm gonna say I'm no expert, but I'm gonna say this is one of you guys, like one of them enhanced entities, isn't it?
So yeah, no. Is there is he a little bruised now that I bashed his friend with him? Is he like, did I make a dent? Does he have like
There's some marks, there's welts, sure.
Like is his
bruising. Looks like the beginning of bruising.
some purple bruising, like good.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
So
right.
he's like,
Well,
yeah, I gotta sort that out and separate it from the original. Uh,
well.
uh,
Hey, Allery,
fluid in the lung. Fluid in the lungs. I think I'm gonna write it up as drowning.
Mr. Terse, sir, Mr. Terse, is there a secure facility to store super bodies that you know of? I don't believe this body is safe here. And I don't think you're safe here if this body is here.
I can buy that. All I know is like you guys, right? Aren't you the ones that handle enhanced entities?
Yeah, I think so. Do you have some
Now,
dry ice,
define
maybe?
handle.
Hmm?
Because I don't do things with my tongue.
Yeah.
It's probably good, especially in this room.
Well, maybe
Says
that's why.
Mallory.
Yeah, I could make a comment, but I'm not going to. Well, we need a body bag, and we need as much dry ice as you can find, because we're bringing this body with
We
us.
get yeah. He's got dry ice. He's got the black bag. He just wants to know how you could you sign for it and hands you a clipboard.
Yeah,
He's
Super
holding up
Frog.
to both of you guys.
He'll make a
Like
big
you're the feds,
circle.
right? And then Mallory starts to ask you knockout like if you're uh, uh, busy this Wednesday. Want to go like get a cup of coffee?
Who?
Mallory's asking.
Who's Mallory?
It's the mortician,
Oh, I thought
the
it
young
was.
mortician.
Oh, I thought it was Allery. Mallory.
Mallory. Yep, with an M. Mallory Terse.
Okay,
You like Allery better? Nah, Mallory's better.
Mallory's better.
Knockout looks at his man, does he have a wedding ring?
Oh, oh.
You want to get coffee?
Being a woman and being conscious of fashion, you notice he's got cheap shoes. But, maybe they're comfortable here on Crete. He's just got a white lab coat.
Super Frog says, "Sure,
I'm
I'll have
still
coffee."
live on Wednesday. It's a date.
He's like, yeah, sure. Should I call you? A number? Can I take your number?
Sure. It's FBEE headquarters. Leave a message and they'll
Takes down the
deliver it.
number. Got it. See you on Wednesday, Knockout.
Wow.
Hope I guys don't see you in my morning soon. It's really crazy in here when you guys are around.
It's like that every day for me now.
What's the wall look like? I shot that.
Cracked.
Yeah.
It's recessed. It goes in about this far. Scooped out.
Yeah.
Where someone's back as they're like this going into it.
Yeah.
Can we help him with the dead security guards, or does he need help with that? I remember you said that there was dead security guards.
Yeah, they were blunt force trauma from Wotan. They were scrubbed out. Yeah, if you want to toss them on a couple of the tables here on the drawers. Looks like he's got a couple of more to record.
I don't have a problem lifting a body. That's not a big deal.
Super Frog will pick one up with his tongue and
A
gently.
doctor.
No, we'll help out. We'll try to arrange the arms nice.
Yep. Matt Hearn shows up.
Oh no. Mattern's here already. He was fast.
Move things along. Just trying to keep it snappy. Just trying to keep the banter snappy. Matt Hearn shows up. He likes the idea, yeah, we got to take custody of this body so it doesn't disappear from out from underneath us. He says that we may have a lead on this guy. We've got that image that Wolf took, the chop of the computer screen.
Of who? Of Wutan?
No, of some militia dudes
Yeah.
at camp. Like it was a picture on a the computer screen. It was like screensaver. It was like weekend warriors, you know, their jungle retreat, and that guy's in the picture.
Which guy? Wu-Tan?
White Patriot,
Oh,
White
White
Patriot.
Patriot.
but not masked up. Like you can recognize that's his face. It's a picture of him hanging out with. It's like a mixed bag of militia at some weekend retreat.
Like band of
training
douchebags kind
ground.
of thing?
Yeah, they're doing their weekend, National Guard, band of douchebags thing. And there's the Civil Guard banner.
Uh-huh. Wow.
So it's pretty affiliated and hooked up with the Civil Guard. So someone who's affiliated with the Civil Guard would know who this guy is. And we happen to have one on ice that we just need to grill.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. So, do you have an enhanced facility to like store enhanced bodies?
Yeah, we got our holding cell, single holding cell. You can lock it up in there.
Well, he's not. He's got some ice on him, but he's not going to last. Put that on the list. I would think. Excuse me, Mr. Madhern, sir. I think you probably need a place to store super bodies if we keep going like this. Okay. Because Terrence Mallory Terse, he couldn't even cut into this thing. So there's a whole sort of part of the business that just we got to work out.
Yeah, we got to work on this body thing. We've got so much bad press right now.
I just want to say
we got so much bad press.
I'm sorry that we broke
It's
the
like
hospital.
FBE, menace to the city. Those are saviors. I mean, it's going nuts out there.
I had to put a hole in the wall to
Jimmy
get
Dugan
him
wants
out.
to. Jimmy Dugan wants to interview you as well. I don't think that's a good idea right now.
All right.
We got to figure a way to turn this PR nightmare around.
It's not going to be
What's the
from
nightmare
breaking up the
about it?
hospital. Go ahead, Brian. Sorry.
Knockout asked, "What's the nightmare about it?"
I don't want to get.
It's just another day. She's
I don't
just
want to
like,
get fired.
oh, so it's all about
That's
you
what-
now.
I'm not supposed to get my agents killed.
Ah, yeah, and I've been
And I
thinking
want the
about
guy who
that.
fried him. I want that guy who fried him.
I want him
TJ
to.
Madhern, that didn't go very well with those guys. You really left them out in the open. Next time they need to not be so exposed.
We were set up.
So you're thinking
We were set up.
that somebody was waiting for us and didn't care about those gangbangers?
Exactly. I think we've got a
So-
a mole in the bureau. who ratted
Santavi
out.
was doing where we were going, right?
Santavi knew about the operation. He suggested
Could he have gotten its message to someone somehow?
not likely. I don't think it came from Santav. I think it's someone in the bureau. I think it's someone on our team. How else would they know that we were rolling? I didn't tell the FBI. I didn't tell the cops. I didn't tell my boss.
I mentioned it to the
I didn't tell
newspaper.
anybody.
The Superfrog says, but I told the newspaper about it. I said we were going down there to do some cool stuff tonight, and you should come on down. I mean, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Probably not. Probably not.
I don't know if you remembered that. It was only like 3 months ago.
That's why that Jimmy Dugan guy was so quick on site, interviewing us. It's just It's just tough to get funding when all we got is dead bodies.
Got a lot of those.
I guess, but we got a lead. If we can track down this lead, if we can crack this case wide open, still salvage.
Matt Hearn, sir, Mr. Matt Hearn. Maybe what we need is a image makeover. You know, you see, I'm wearing Jim Rice's, uniform. I don't think it was in the fresh pile.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell that good, but I think I might need.
That's weird.
No, it's in the honor of those who've gone before us. I'm standing on the shoulders of giants, even if they're very small and weak and died. I think I need a uniform.
I got a cardboard box of shit that I'm going to be handing over to Jim Rice's wife today.
Well, I need.
Just letting you know.
I need a
Throw the
uniform.
stuff back in the box on my desk.
What I'm asking you for is a uniform that looks like American, like red, white, and blue. It's tight. That flexes and is tough, and is also flame retardant.
Great idea, Super Rock. That's a great idea. We need a brand identity. No one really knows what the FBE is, right?
We don't.
I too would like a fireproof costume. Agent Madhern.
And they should be color coordinated.
Okay, I'll send in a request. Get something in the works. Probably send someone down from uniforms. Work it out, but I think it's a great idea, Super Frog. Anything has to look a little more professional out there.
We are a symbol of hope.
Yahoos in the Wild West just shooting around.
I got shot 3 times last night.
Who'd you take down? Okay. Who'd you take down? Who'd you take out? Where were you when my men were getting cooked? Live! Slams the table.
Superfrog says, I was fighting this guy, and points to the bench. We got to know more about him. So when are we going to find out? How's that work? You're going to get some...
Well, let's go grill our suspect. Let's go what do you call him? Arrestee? Detainee? Suspect?
Why don't you take Super Frog? Because I have to go to my house. I've got the movers coming today, and I'll meet you back at FBEE after I let them in.
No later than 2 o'clock, Knockout. I want you back at the bureau by 2.
It's only like 8 a.m., right, DMJ? It was just 7 a little while ago. Yeah,
That's true.
just got to let the movers in. It's not a big of a deal.
Right. Any trouble, just give us a call. Things are on edge. I expect the violence in downtown tonight to be off the chart.
Knockout starts to leave.
Maybe it won't fuel the fires. Maybe our incident won't fuel the racial tension. Let's just hope not, right?
Well, Superfrog's going to say one more thing before he says, see you later, Knockout. He's going to say, we need to bring that photograph up to the 4th floor and talk to the FBI. They've got to have something on these fuckers. And that's all.
They got to have something on these fuckers. And what the hell? Seems like everybody knows our activities as it is. Got to get ahead of this.
And then Superfrog's going to raise his hand to do a high five with Knockout and with Mad Hearn.
Mad Hearn turns on his heel and walks away. Doesn't participate.
Come on, Knockout. Don't leave me hanging here.
Sure, I'll high five before I leave.
Yep. He's on the phone. He said, I got to get back to the office. Super Frog, you coming with? Or
I'll see you there. I need a little air. Superfrog will take the building, the roof tour. Just leaping from building to building.
Well, Knockout would grab White Patriot's body, then and take it out to Mattern's car. Super Frog's gonna disappear.
I was just gonna take
Okay.
the skylight tour back.
Yes, Knockout, he asked you, is there any paperwork on this? We got paperwork on this? We are taking a corpse. Like, you have some kind of, I'll be back. I'll be back. He goes to the hospital, and then 15 minutes later comes back. Okay. We got custody of the corpse. We're out of here.
Super Frog will ghost Madhern in the car back to FBE. Okay, like just sort of like not be in it, but just in case the dude comes back.
He goes straight to the bureau.
Okay. Get some pizza. You know.
Knockout
There's a gurney down the.
Knockout goes home and lets the movers in, and finds her laptop.
Yeah, there's a message on your voicemail on your phone.
I bet.
But it's someone from the university. The federal research program on the COVID-24 virus has been shut down.
Yeah.
And you're no longer allowed on campus as a non-recognized employee.
All in a day's work.
What are they gonna do to you?
So they didn't do anything, but they closed the project down. And it seems like the university doesn't want you on campus.
You got burnt to your crisp last night and fired in the morning.
Mhm.
Great day for the superhero known as Knockout.
Matt Hearn promises to get to work on that salary situation and see what he can do.
I bet he will.
So this is a good place to stop, is it not?
Yeah, that's good.
It's that time.
Just at that time. And what do you think your next steps will be? What are your priorities, and how would you see yourself pursuing them?
Oh,
We gotta take on Blowtorch. We gotta find that dude. By the way, did you know that Super Frog is susceptible to fire attacks?
She is. Okay. I want to tell you that before your character was introduced to the campaign, minority housing was being burnt down.
Oh yeah? You didn't just make that up?
No. Patriot and the blowtorch guy were baked into the campaign.
Well, yeah.
they were.
But, okay.
They were right away.
You're trying to find this blowtorch dude. He's possibly still in the city. Where would he go? Who does he hang out with? How do you track someone down? Have you read your Daredevil comics?
Yeah, Brian, you're good at that stuff.
Knockout wants to get through the file on Grimes. Look into that weird oak and bone gold thread thingy she
Okay.
found in.
Librarian would have been really handy for that.
He's gone though. Where did he go?
Oh my God. I don't know why people just flake out like that. They could just say, "Hey, look, schedule really jammed up. I don't know when I can play."
Young people, man. They don't make regular games.
Mhm.
So, and then think I'm not well, my character Knockout's not necessarily 100%. She goes through the motions of the FBE, but she's got her own things that she's working on.
I know.
She definitely wants to find Dr. McKeever. This is
Dr.
McKeever.
Farr.
Shaggy Dr. Farwell.
Mrs. McKeever. Interesting. That's something to be brought up. Super Frog. That's right. Yeah, who knows where she is?
And Deep Ghost and
Bicycle.
yeah, and definitely on the to-do list is to kick the crap out of Inferno. But that's not her immediate future. Is some research on some of these other things.
Okay.
Because she definitely wants to get Garvik Nurse back alive, and that's her top priority right now, even more than the other. And I think we've sort of stumbled onto that the FBEE building isn't like secure.
Share it with the FBI. FBI is up on the 4th floor in the fancy offices, and you guys are like, you don't even have the whole downstairs. You just got a part of the 1st floor and the basement. You have your
Definitely whatever, some sort of leak coming out of that place. Not necessarily sure that Adhern's correct on they were waiting for us and they weren't doing that other thing, but maybe he's right.
Someone got away with the bag of money too. We assume that was money in the bag.
Yeah, I don't.
But that would have been the overlords. Some overlords got away.
A lot of dead bodies. I'm not really concerned about a bag of money.
So you have possibly the overlords and the civil guard knowing what's going on, right? Maybe the overlords not so much, but they were there to do business with the civil guard. Well, did they?
You could certainly know something about the FBEE and who could be some sort of double agent, or for lack of a better term, somebody that's
Matter's just going to pull
an
background. He's
insider.
going to pull background on his guys, on his men. Just going to do a deep dive. What he comes up with.
So, number one thing, find Agent Nurse somehow. That's Knockout's top priority, even if she has to dump the FBEE to start looking on her own. Other than letting the movers in so she can get her stuff moved into the house, and I'll probably take a nap. Then show up at 2 p.m. the next day. So what is this, the 15th now? 8 a.m.
Either a Saturday or a Sunday.
The Knockout's paying overtime for these boys.
Well, Super Frog is into doing whatever Knockout wants to do, because usually there's people to punch involved. Right? Something
She
always.
seems to be a magnet for him.
And this is something that Super Frog is not so much, interested in, motivated for, because he doesn't know about it, but he doesn't know who he is. And he's got a sister who's looking for him. So if you're looking for any, little plot gummy bears, that's something.
Oh yeah, that's
Then there,
Jimmy Dugan has to get
flashbacks.
interview with you because he's got a Morikovich set up. He's going to start interviewing you and then introduce you to your.
Oh, wow, that would be interesting to know.
Just haven't had enough time. Hasn't folded in real game time, campaign time for that to roll around yet.
Yeah, it's not a lot of time to game, is it? 2 hours over 2 weeks, but it's fun.
No, I'm also kind of keeping it a tight rein on, I guess, time passing. Interested in trying to keep it some kind of pace that keeps on building. All right, thank you, gentlemen. look forward to the audio tape, Randall, when you get a chance. I really appreciate that.
Are we going to run on the 29th? You can tell